Whoa. No, I don't want that. This is God's country. That was a good song. All right, are we live? I can't see my stream. All right, let's try this. Got a new shipment of cards, and at least 40 people grabbed everything. You were able to get 2 packs of what? What kind? All right, live event is starting soon. We have a couple of minutes. And maybe in this couple of minutes I can get my live stream to actually show up. Maybe I can switch my account and just switch right back. Would that work? Just switch right back. Would that work? All right, I hear myself. All right, I hear myself. Oh my goodness, it keeps acting like for some reason I'm doing an ad block here. Ay, ay, ay. Can't see me. I guess I can see me here, and then I can just use that chat. Let's just do that. Because I want to make sure that it's running right. There we go. Okay, we got that. Close this chat. Pop this one out. Open this one. Minimize that. Performing like digital surgery over here on my YouTube. All right. Let's make sure that I can actually type in the chat. Okay, there it is. Now it's time. Tweet the tweet. Like Rockin' Robin. Rockin' Robin was ahead of their time, man. They were tweeting before Twitter was a thing. All right, let's do that. And let's do this. What 2 single packs did you get? All right, the tweet is on, guys. The tweet is on. The tweet is on. All right, we got everything working now. So let's get over here. Gotta find my screen. Oh, I don't have these things yet. I gotta get all the matches. Let's get all the matches. I know we got Jeff Hardy versus Nick Nemeth tonight. I know that we have Indi Hartwell's in-ring Impact debut. We have Matt Cardona, Mance Warner, Ace Austin, and Elijah in a fatal four-way. The winner of that gets to be the #1 contender for Steve Maclin's International Championship. That match should be crazy. We also have the Rascals versus the Good Hands, so we'll see how that one goes. The Rascals are really good. We have Tessa Blanchard teaming up with Victoria Crawford, aka Alicia Fox, versus Masha, Slamovich, and Nikkita Lyons. What a strange team that is. That's strange to me because from what I've seen from Nikkita recently, she's been acting kind of heelish. She doesn't seem like the good girl team type of person. We also have the First Class Penthouse starring Ice Cube's son. And Rosemary versus Zaya Brookside is coming up tonight. See if Rosemary can kind of snap out of the losing ways they've been giving her. She has not been very destructive. What 2 packs are you able to get, Strange? Indy already won a title, yeah, but not in Impact. This is the Impact debut, TNA in-ring debut of Indi Hartwell. Al, what's up, Al? Welcome.
Sure, they cheated, but at this point in our career, we don't make excuses. Nick Nemeth, Ryan Nemeth, I promise, your title reign shall be
Deleted. Here we go. Time for the Impact. We're crossing the line, guys.
We run TNA under siege in Canada. You get your rematch.
In Canada.
Between us, Jeff can't cross the border because of the Lizard, brother.
Oh, there is our director of authority. It's going to go like this on Impact. It's going to be Jeff Hardy versus Nick Nemeth. One-on-one.
Macklin and Young have been fighting with and against each other for 7 long years. It is the first dog collar match in TNA wrestling in 2 years. It is a vicious and brutal affair, and frankly, this rivalry almost calls for it.
Stellar Crown. Oh, okay.
Icarus and Williams get caught in the crosshairs. KIA. Macklin retains in a bloody dog collar match.
Dang, man. Do you see how much blood was in that match? My goodness.
Will compete for a TNA International title shot.
Stellar Crown's a good set.
Because the champion is bulletproof.
The set that I pulled really well from was Surging Sparks. I got 18 packs of Surging Sparks like the day it came out because I pre-ordered them and they came in the mail, and I opened I think 8 of them and I pulled super hot fire out of it. I made all my money back in 8 packs. And then I sold the rest of the packs, so I came up for sure, man.
Tonight, the path towards Under Siege
People were pushing and shoving to get everything. Wow.
in the greater Toronto area, but this evening in the greater Los Angeles area.
That sucks, dude.
This is TNA Impact.
Here we go. Dang, it's looking epic in here. Starting to show off in an epic manner. Diamante! It's Tessa time.
Introducing first, from Charlotte, North Carolina, she's the undeniable diamond, Tessa.
The undeniable diamond. Dang, alright. This is how we're starting the show. Here we go. That's the match.
Under siege opponent Victoria Crawford after Crawford had made her TNA in-ring debut. Crawford had been victorious and then called out Slamovich Blanchard used that as an opportunity to jump Masha.
Masha Slamovich is going to have her head on a swivel, it seems, everywhere she goes.
That was a cool entrance. Here comes Alicia Fox. Do the dance.
And her tag team partner from
Ow, what the heck?
Florida, Victoria Crawford.
I still cannot wrap my head around this situation with the Deputy Director of Authority, Victoria.
She's got a thing that she swings around like it's her foxtail.
Official role is within this company, but Santino Marella was the one who made this match.
Look, when you know the right people, you can make moves, and Robert Stone and company have been doing that in spades.
Here we go, it's Masha time. Ah!
And their opponents, first from Moscow, Russia, she is the TNA
She's got some muscle, man. Masha?
champion, Masha Slamovich.
1 week from tomorrow, live on TNA Plus in the greater Toronto area, Brampton, Ontario.
Under
Masha
siege.
Slamovich will defend her TNA Knockouts World Championship in a
Masha has to defend her title against Alicia Fox. Victoria Crawford at Under Siege.
No doubt about it. That match came out of nowhere, courtesy of Robert Stone. But
Robert Stone. Nikkita Lyons. La 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 la. Rah! Rah! She's feeling herself, like, literally and figuratively.
going down all right. Nikkita Lyons is the hand-picked partner for Masha Slamovich.
I think she made this song, too.
which makes this matchup a very interesting
It's really cool how her cape sticks on the ropes as she walks through.
Team partner of our Knockouts World Champion. But Masha's kind of in there in a three strangers to one scenario, if you will.
She's going crazy, man. It's like she's doing a concert. Masha's just looking at her like, what is going on over here?
Tessa and Crawford. Stone stepped in and said, no, I'm going to pick the tag team partner for Masha Slamovich. So I'm not entirely sure if these two will get along. It seems fine.
She literally just did an entire performance. That was funny.
Nikkita Lyons, we know
She definitely cares about her presentation. I'll give her that.
could work out.
But that's
I hope she can stay healthy for a longer period of time.
somebody Masha's known here in TNA.
Tessa versus Nikkita right now.
It's a total stranger.
Dang, here we go.
Which just makes this whole
The
thing
tweet
more
is on,
complicated
guys.
for the Knockouts World
If you could
Championship.
tweet, I would appreciate that. And thank you to everybody who's already put a like on the stream, the YouTube stream. Thank you for that.
Been curious how quickly Tessa
Oh, goodness.
Blanchard has tried to cozy
Nice.
up to
Just
her
targeted
Stone
kicks,
and Victoria.
taking down Tessa.
Hey, she knows where the power funnel is kind of leading.
Ooh.
She can see the influence he's
Tessa
already
got
had.
hammer whipped to the corner. There's some vicious destruction happening here. Oh, do the splits on her.
Nikkita Lyons is all over Tessa Blanchard.
The crowd is going insane.
Tessa Blanchard got 2 or 3 eyes for her.
Wow, man, she's putting on a show.
Onto the shoulders, and now
It's been one of the most
Blanchard with
action-packed first
And Victoria
8 minutes
Crawford
of
is
Impact I've seen in a while. Has it been 8 minutes? Yeah, 8 minutes.
A little preview of Under Siege right now.
Jeez, man.
Crawford immediately getting nasty, taking a slap to the face.
Slamovich, oh, kick right to the
Oh,
side.
yeah, man.
Slamovich, who Robert Stone
I wonder if
is
Booker
described
C's watching
as
this.
a Savage, who doesn't deserve to be the Knockouts World Champion. Stone believes that Victoria Crawford deserves a Knockouts
get a
World
little bit
title
more
shot. I
focused
couldn't
here.
disagree more.
There we go.
Look, we argued about it before. I mean, you can't argue with
Kick your
her
back up.
time in the business,
Kick your
her
chest up.
former accomplishments.
Victoria's getting lit up by Masha.
Kick out by Crawford.
Dang, she kicked all the way out of that. That was one of the most complex kickouts I've seen. You saw how she kicked out? She put her legs over the pin and kicked all the way out.
For the first time in 16 years, Nick Nemeth will go one-on-one with Jeff Hardy later on tonight. And don't forget it, Under Siege, the Nemeths will be defending their tag team titles.
Cover here.
Against Matt Hardy and Leon Slater. Jeff Hardy is not able to travel to Under Siege, so the Hardys were able to name a substitute in Leon Slater. Also still to come.
Jeff Hardy's not able to travel there. I wonder why.
The great hands of Order 4. We'll see a four-way matchup to determine the future #1 contender.
Wonder what's up with that.
To the TNA
What's up with that?
Champion, Bulletproof Steve Macklin, who had a bloody dog collar match last week. Also still to come tonight. Indi Hartwell makes her TNA in-ring debut.
And cover here.
Shoulders
Victoria
down.
Crawford not quite getting it done.
Also, it's the return of the first-class penthouse starring O'Shea Jackson Jr. Hold on, Northern Lights
Legal
here,
issues?
and a kick-out.
Sean, welcome.
Actor, musician,
Past
podcaster
drug
O'Shea
problems?
Jackson Jr.
Where are you guys hearing this from?
I always look. I'm always invited, unlike some people.
Thank God.
I have an
Like, I know he's had his run-ins, but like, where are you hearing that that's the
Jawbreaker there
reason?
by Slamovich, spinning back fist.
trying to get some breathing room here from
Ooh,
Crawford.
Enziguri.
Up Enziguri, down goes Crawford. An opportunity for both Crawford and Slamovich.
That's what
to
you're
make
assuming.
tags.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking it was. I was thinking that that's an assumption.
Crawford trying to corral Slamovich.
Where is Under Siege being held?
Breathing room here, but wait, look.
Oh my
Tessa
goodness.
Blanchard taking away Nikkita
Yo.
Lyons, who went
Nikkita
face
Lyons
first
got
into the steel
tugged
steps.
off the apron, hit her face on the apron, and then hit her face on the ring steps
Now Slamovich trying
because of
to get
Tessa.
the job done on her own.
Short arm clotheslines.
That was
Right here
vicious.
in the center of the ring. Hook to the inside leg. Oh,
Dang.
by Blanchard.
Tessa with a firm kick to Masha's face.
Back into the fray here.
And Lyons is
Nikkita Lyons is in charge, large and in charge, man. She got some size to her. Tossing people. Uh-oh, steel chair is in play.
pulled out a steel chair. Blanchard, no doubt, still
Victoria Crawford has the steel chair. Going for the... Oh, no. Masha put an end to it. Grabbed the steel chair herself, and the ref's looking at her. Oh! And the ref saw it. Dang. So, Tessa and Victoria Crawford win the match by disqualification. That was a funny ending. The ref turned around right when she was hitting her with it. Dude, that was funny. That's a funny ending right there.
This is exactly what I mean. And wait, great. What does Santino have to say now?
Lyons is ticked off about the
La la la.
defended herself.
That was funny, man.
And here comes our director of authority, Santino Marella.
Guys,
Guys,
the people here tonight, they deserve to see a proper finish. And it's not going to go down like that. By the power invested in me, I order this match to restart right now.
up.
I love it.
Take a shot.
Restart the match.
Well, I guess Masha Slamovich
Santino
gets
said,
the
nah,
warning
it's not going down like that. Santino. Santino said, yeah. Yeah.
Robert Stone.
Wait a minute. Robert Stone's out here.
The decision stands, Santino. Your winners, Victoria and Tessa.
Wait, what's he doing?
I mean, fair is fair.
Wait, he overrode him?
Slamovich is the one swinging the steel. You reap what you
Override?
More frustration for the Knockouts World Champion. Where Robert Stone and Victoria Crawford have their way when it comes to the Knockouts World title. 1 week from tomorrow.
Overridden.
At Under Siege.
Dang.
Still to come tonight since Jeff Hardy cannot travel to
Dang,
Canada
that
for
sucks.
Under Siege. It'll be Matt
But hey, what are you
Hardy
gonna do?
and Slater challenging the Nemeth for the
What are you
TNA
gonna do?
Tag Team titles. So tonight, Jeff Hardy
I like
gets a
that, though. I
chance
like
to
that
bring
Robert
his
Stone
Nemeth
came out here and actually showed that he does have a bit of power over Santino. That's going to make this even more interesting for the next up-and-coming events here.
to the TNA International Champion, Bulletproof Steve Macklin. But coming up next, we've got tag team action as the great hands of Order 4 face the Rascals on Impact. TNA Impact, we have some special guests this evening. 1995 NBA champion with the Houston Rockets and former UCLA star Tracy Murray alongside his family taking an impact here in the greater Los Angeles area this evening. Meanwhile, earlier on today, I had the chance to sit down with Cody Deaner to address his future in TNA.
Cody, 1 week from tomorrow, live on TNA Plus in the greater Toronto area, Brampton, Ontario, about 2.5 hours drive from where you grew up. It's Cody Deaner one-on-one with a two-time TNA World Champion in Eddie Edwards. How are the nerves?
They're all over the place. Just you saying that this is 2.5 hours down the road from my hometown is bringing a lot of memories and emotions to mind. Ever since I was 5 years old, I had this big dream of being a professional wrestler. And I'll never forget the first time I shared that with somebody in my hometown, and they laughed at me. And I decided that day that I was going to prove them wrong. All the hard work that I've put in, I'm sitting here with you, a part of TNA Wrestling. I'm a professional wrestler. I've accomplished the dream. The emotions are all over the place.
No one gets anywhere by themselves, and you've been very open about how much your wife and your kids mean to you. What has the support of your family meant to you along this journey?
My wife is a saint. You know, we're on the road all the time, and I wouldn't be able to do what I do without the support of my wife. And my kids love what I do. And to look your kids in the eyes and to know that they're proud of what you do and are excited about what you do, there's no better feeling in the world. I remember one of the only times that my son cried was after a wrestling match, and I thought he was crying because I was injured, and he said, "No, that's not why I'm crying, Dad. I'm crying because you lost."
I'm crying because you lost.
And I realized that day not just what wrestling and accomplishing this dream means to me, but what it means to my family and my kids.
Your performance in the ring.
They're making
as
Deaner
the
into a
Fighter
family
has
man.
been over a year since
Family
your
man
last
Deaner.
singles match. What's been so impressive to me, getting to know you over these last.
Did
few
Dudley
years,
do anything
not to
weird
see
while I
what
was gone?
do
Dudley, did you?
in the ring in front of
Did you do a
camera.
flip or
It's
anything?
what you
I
do
hope not.
behind the scenes here in TNA Wrestling. It's what you do away from the cameras in your personal life that I know means so much to you.
Wrestling's not just about wins and losses. I think, to me, wrestling is really about relationships with the fans that I take great pride in, having a good one with them, but then the relationships that you
Cody
make behind
Deaner.
the scenes. I mean, at TNA, we're a family here. So to be able to contribute to that family, pass on a little bit of knowledge to the other members of the family, that means a lot to me. In terms of the things I do outside of the ring, I do a lot of work with kids.
Hey, Ricky the Dragon.
And the reason I do that is because I remember the way
That's
I
the Ricky
felt
the
when I was
Dragon
5,
Steamboat.
having this dream, and I do a lot of speaking at schools, children's groups, and encouraging them to dare to dream big, because I had a big dream when I was a kid, and I want them to dream big too.
The task you now have in front of you at Under Siege is to prove that you belong in TNA Wrestling. And in order to do that, you have to beat a two-time TNA World Champion in Eddie Edwards of the system. Eddie Edwards, who in my opinion is a future surefire TNA Hall of Famer. If Cody Deaner beats Eddie Edwards at Under Siege, what will be different for Cody Deaner?
I mean, you and I both know the level of respect that Eddie Edwards has. Not just here at TNA, but, I mean, across the entire industry. Everyone puts Eddie
Missing
Edwards on
out.
a pedestal, and it's a pedestal that
I
he
think,
deserves to be
well,
on.
why didn't you just, if you care
If I
about
can
her that
beat
much,
him
why
and
didn't you
on
just
that
watch the
pedestal,
event?
People will look at me different.
If you
Like,
feel
that
like
is
you're
not
missing
gonna
out
look
on
good.
what's happening with her, why didn't you just watch the event? You could have just watched Resurgence or whatever.
That
It's
I'm
not
the
like
man
it
that
wasn't
they say that I am.
televised. It's not like you couldn't see it.
I'm their hero.
If Cody Deaner doesn't beat Eddie Edwards,
Yeah, did I
time in
mean?
TNA will be over.
You know what I mean, Al?
Will you be able to
You
handle it?
missed it because you've chosen not to watch it yet, I guess.
If I lose
It's not like it's not out there.
against Eddie Edwards, and if I have to look my son in the eye,
And the reason why it
They
probably
say
didn't happen on AEW
that
television is
lost.
probably because Tony Khan didn't want you to see
I
it.
don't know if I can handle that.
Tony Khan probably doesn't like his
can't
wrestlers losing matches, you know? comes the great hands. Oh, they're the great hands. Did I put the good hands? What did I put? Did I put the good hands or the great hands?
All you people should be ashamed of yourselves.
I put the great hands. Okay, I did it right. I thought I messed up for a second. Let's see how many likes we're up to, guys. Let's see it.
You rejected him and you rejected us.
We're getting a few. Thank you, everybody who clicked likes. Who clicked the like.
A bunch of sophomoric degenerates. And as I look around this building, it's starting to make sense to me.
So you're upset that she didn't get pinned? How did she lose her title if she didn't get pinned? It wasn't a one-on-one match? How did she lose her title if she didn't get pinned? What do you mean by that?
Was make this place better. But now we're gonna tear this place down to
Radio! Thank you to everybody who clicked the like. Oh, it was a triple threat? Oh, wow, that's so... that's so lazy. It was a three-way, wow. Okay, now I get what you mean. But it's like what I just said, remember? Remember what I just said about Tony Khan? Look, I didn't even see the match or know anything about it, and I got it right. Wow, I didn't even know it was a triple threat, and I literally told you. Wow. Yeah, Tony Khan's a broken record with his booking, man. Remember last night during Dynamite? I got him down to a T, man. That was funny. Wow.
And now they get to deal with two other members of Order 4 here. What an opportunity for the
That's so funny, man. I didn't even know it was a triple threat. I got it right without even watching it. Tony Khan hates to see his wrestlers lose, and he'll do anything he can to make sure it doesn't happen like that. He's so scared. He thinks people really care about stuff like that. Everybody loses eventually. Like, he doesn't understand that. You would think somebody with such a well, I think maybe that's what it is. Maybe he has such a memory of people's win-loss records. He thinks that's what really matters to people. Because he's got a photographic memory when it comes to win-loss records and where something happened and when something happened and all that. But it's like he missed the plot, you know? It's like he would think that the story of Avengers is that, oh, Thanos is 1-1. He's got a 50% win rate. He's not a good villain. He would, like, miss the point. He only won one movie. He didn't. He got taken out the second time. He's 1-1. Thanos sucks. What kind of villain has a 50% win rate? Super Mario, welcome. Rascals versus the Great Hands. Oh, that was funny. One of the Great Hands leaned one of the ropes down so that Trey Miguel fell out of the ring when he tried to hit the ropes. That's a cool spot right there. I like that.
Nearly cut Miguel in half right onto the apron there.
Might be seeing Thunderbolts this weekend with my stepmom in the theater. Nice, man. Oh yeah, right. So actually Thanos is only at 33% because he got killed twice in Endgame. So dang, what kind of villain is he? He must suck. Kelly, welcome.
I mean, her whole job for Order 4 for Mustafa Ali is to guide the message, public facing.
Don't eat the cake, Kelly. You vote for the Great Hands? You think they're going to win this? They're doing a good job right now. Oh, nice backbreaker. Wow. Yo, Sling Blade backbreaker. You do not see that every day. Sling Blade backbreaker. Wow. I love the look of that. That was freshisimo.
On the move. Oh, catching Hotch.
Breakfast for dinner, nice, man.
German suplex by Zachary Wentz, the former X Division champion.
Oh, God.
A little extra intensity tonight from Wentz.
Cooking on all cylinders.
Running shooting star. Here's the cover. Hotch able to kick
Interwebs that are doing whatever they want right now.
Not enough to
12,000 KBs, man. I don't need 12,000 KBs. They're giving me it, though. It's a lot of KBs, man. It's more than I need. More than I'm asking for.
Nice, good save there from John Schuyler.
Double super kick.
And now the Rascals really going to work.
Rascals are running wild.
Series of uppercuts. Great teamwork from the Rascals.
You need to be careful not to get disqualified here. They've spent an awful lot of time in the ring. Spine busters. Who are you gonna call?
Combination offense continuing here.
Oh, super kick right on the button. Is it time for freedom to the Lions?
Wait. Wentz pointing off.
What's this?
The ramp. Oh,
Mustafa Ali. Ali is here. Classic lemonade water? Nice, Hassan. Are you watching TNA? I think you are. Dang, great hands win. You were right, man. They got the win. Now Ali with the ground and pound. We got a post-match beatdown.
He doesn't even look like himself. He's absolutely a loose cannon.
Dang, man.
Unhinged in the most dangerous.
Who gave Stone power? I don't know, man. There's more to this than meets the eye for sure. This is like a Transformers situation. Ali is now suffocating Trey Miguel with the ring apron. Uh-oh.
On board 100% with that, but here
comes Ace Austin. Hibachi, ooh. Grilled calamari, ooh. Wait, the Greyhounds actually won? Yeah, they did. There were distractions. That sounds epic, Kelly. Did they brush it with anything, or? kind of orangish, so that would... Because when he's just straight yellow, it looks a little off. It looks a little weird with that layout. I try to make it blend well. There we go.
I want to show you some footage that was captured during the commercial break. An altercation that went down backstage.
Oh. Backstage brawl.
Tell me which way you went. You're next. I don't care.
Wait, there's a post beatdown?
I'm gonna do something about him. I'm gonna do something. He's on you. You're walking around here thinking you can do whatever you want. And that's
Oh,
not how
it's Ali and Ace Austin. And oh, up! Ace Austin getting tenderized. Throw him against the loading. Oh, he threw them against the... Oh! Ali with a bar. He hit Ace Austin in the side with a bar. Piece of metal. And he doesn't care. Like, he's just unhinged and disheveled.
I'm next.
There's some veggies left over, but that was it. I devoured the soup, salad, rice, calamari, about half the veggies. Nice, man. Up, always gritty! Let's go. It's time, guys.
For the TNA International Championship.
Here we go. It's Radio Cardona. Always gritty! The complete Matt Cardona. Major player, always here. You cannot stop him. He's always gritty. No stopping me.
And we know he likes championship gold.
Ace just got tenderized backstage, so his chances of winning this match are, I don't know. The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for him tonight. It was actually a really good idea right there to give him an out here. Oh my goodness.
A little bit of respect built the blood between those two.
Oh my goodness.
From Atlantic City, New Jersey, weighing in at 205 pounds, the inevitable.
Epic. Radio, thank you for the 33 bits. Yeah, Ace Austin grimacing. You see the look on his face? He's hurt, man. Radio, thank you again. You vote for Elijah. Whoever wins this is going up against Steve Macklin for the international title. Oh! Look at this! Woo, woo, woo. Oh, and 1 bit on top. Radio with 1 bit on top. Radio, thank you for the bit as well. Thank you for the extra bit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Radio's making it happen over here. It's Elijah.
Living up to the bulletproof name, but who will be next to step up to the plate?
Elijah, who we saw on the countdown to Rebellion a few weeks ago, held the first ever
Oh, yeah.
Open challenge, defeated TMDK's Shane Haston. What was the first time ever matchup, an impromptu matchup. So everyone's got
Oh, here we go. Right out the gates, we drop hits.
Countouts, no disqualifications. First man to gain pinfall or submission in the ring will earn a future shot at the TNA International Champion.
Mance Warner.
And everybody in this match.
Wonder how Mance Warner got the... Did he win that hardcore match, the barbed wire massacre?
Dog collar
Did he win that, or did
Everybody had their eyes.
or did Sami Callihan win that match?
Everybody now knows
Did
the
Mance
kind of
win?
champion that they could be facing.
I forget who won that. Oh my goodness. You got your rules and your religion. Oh my goodness. Strange, thank you, man. Thank you for the tip. All designed to keep you safe. Strange hooking it up. $2. He's at the top of the TV. Look at that. Elijah's getting cheered here. Getting cheered like. Let's see. Here it is. You got a bunch of different colors of a Joe Hendry shirt. You got a new Steve Macklin shirt, a new new Hardy shirt, a new Tessa shirt, and then here's where it gets odd. Who is this? Who is this? Who's that? Who's this girl? Who are these two girls? If it would focus, it'd be cool. But anyway, one of their names is Myla Grace, and the other one's name is Harley Hudson. Myla Grace, and Haley Hudson. Who are they? Who the heck are they? Said Evolve Girls? Nah. Lava Girl. Oh my goodness. Shroom welcome.
Obviously, and there you go. Mance Warner sees the target painted across that leg of Ace Austin.
Big smile on the face of Warner's fiance, Steph DeLander, who knows Matt Cardona all too well.
TNA's first ever Irish signee. Huh. Why does she have merch if we'd never seen her on the show before?
And the assault continuing there. on the leg of Ace Austin. Coming in here,
Add to LA Knight dummy? No.
just makes it even worse.
Nah.
Now,
He doesn't even say that anymore. I'm glad he doesn't say that anymore, because I never liked that.
Warner can get as nasty as he wants.
And we saw exactly what Warner is capable of in barbed wire massacre at Unbreakable.
Good idea, but nah. Nah. I'd rather add nah. How about that? Let's add nah.
Get 1 free month of TNA Plus and
Let's add LA Knight saying nah.
terrific barbed wire massacre match. If you dare.
I was gonna say, that's all you guys out there. I saw plenty in Las Vegas.
Got a big giant kiss on his cheek from Steph DeLander, does Mance Warner. Oh my goodness, lit up with a slap to the chest. Ace Austin is hurting for certain. He got jumped behind the curtain.
No doubt about that. How much punishment can
Jacob's a good one. That's a possibility as well.
Now, how many different opponents can you withstand in this one? Gotta have eyes in the back of your freaking head.
This is a 4-way matchup. No countouts, no disqualifications. First man to gain pinfall submission is the winner. A pile of bodies inside the ring.
Oh, Tower of Destruction. Superplex out of the corner.
Colliding right into
Ouch. Matt Cardona got hit with the suplex right in the face.
The winner will earn a future shot at the TNA International Champion, Steve Macklin. Elijah going for a cover. The referee was checking on an injured Ace Austin. The match continues.
Oh, you didn't know?
Here on a kick out.
Why did she call for a rope break? It's a fatal four-way. What the heck? There are rope breaks and fatal four-ways now?
Good God, like a gunshot in the building here.
Elijah goes after.
Dang, clobber and clothesline by Ace Austin. He's hobbling, but... Oh.
Loving blow by Mance Warner.
Dude, I like the wrestling here in TNA. It's like a good blend of a little bit more intense than WWE wrestling a lot, and then it also has that it's still they let moves really matter. They let big moves actually end matches or really mess people up.
Steph DeLander disarming her former business partner, Matt Cardona, and now her fiance.
Had what's in the box. We already got what's in the box.
Getting right back to those hardcore habits of Mance Warner.
Off of the chair.
Oh my goodness. DDT.
Ace Austin in a lot of trouble right now.
Rope breaks in a steel cage. Like, what are you talking about? That's... Sometimes I feel like these companies do stuff on purpose just to get people talking. Like, do things that don't make sense. Oh my God.
That's gotta be it.
No, Cardona breaks it up.
Just in the nick of time.
Steiner math. It's a little too long for like a sound clip.
Absolutely it for Elijah.
I have to just take maybe a piece of it, you know? I'd have to figure out what. Oh, nice. I love that suplex neck breaker, like suplex twisting neck breaker. It's called the Final Cut. At least as far as I know, it's called the Final Cut.
But how much more? Every single step he takes.
Oh, you're going to need this type of tenacity if you're going to become the number one
No. We're not doing either of those.
International champion.
Look out here. Oh, you see, Ace Austin.
Oh, Ace is hurt, man. You see this? Can't even complete his moves. I love the selling here. Make sure you guys vote in the poll. I put up 3 polls on Twitter. 3 polls are on Twitter right now. Make sure you guys vote in the polls because the result of those polls is going to be the it's going to matter for the video that I'm making. So make sure you do it. Make sure you vote, guys. Don't miss out. If you haven't voted before it ends, then your vote won't change anything. Cardona wins. Matt Cardona, yo, always gritty. Yes. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I can do a couple of Booker T sayings. That's a good idea. Oh my goodness. Radio wins. The bits were good luck or something. Major player, always here. You cannot stop him. He's always gritty. Nice. Dude, that's a perfect opponent. I was hoping he would win so bad. Matt Cardona. He's going after the international title. He should win it, too. He should. He should win it. You get a belt on Matt Cardona while they're working with WWE. You know a lot of the people who watch WWE are watching TNA these days, so I think this is a very good idea. Please do it. Please do it. Put the title on Cardona, man. I think that will level up TNA. Imagine you have Joe Hendry as your world champion. You have Matt Cardona as your like mid card, basically intercontinental champion. And then you have the Hardys in the tag title race with Nick Nemeth. So Dolph Ziggler as tag champion. You have a pretty dang good women's division here. I think we're rolling, man. I think we're rolling. Just put the title on Cardona, dude. Nobody knows who Macklin is. I like Macklin, but if you're trying to like push into the new era and really update and upgrade your promotion, Cardona, you could maybe do better than Cardona if you had somebody else signed here. But out of everybody that you have access to, putting that title on Cardona is a money move. Please do it. Please do it, TNA. Now's the time, man. He's such a good-looking wrestler. He's large and in charge. He's money. He's got the moves. He's recognizable, and he's better. He's better than ever. Just do it. Please don't do anything weird. Stop telling me Macklin is the guy. Macklin's cool, and yeah, okay, cool, but like, now's not the time for that. Now's not the time. Please, man. I'm wishing and hoping and just on everything right now. Please do it. Super Mario, why would I want a soundbite of somebody calling people a mark in here? Come on, man. You got to think about like what would fit, not just like cool sound bites. What would actually fit with like the way we do things here? I'm especially not using that clip. That would not be it. That'd be a lot different than how I normally conduct stuff in here. It'd be a little weird, you know? People would be like, wait, what? Why is there a soundbite of the thing that Gritty says not to say in here? MJF is cool. He is cool, but I'm not going to have a soundbite of him saying mark and calling people effing marks. Like, that's double outside of the park here. Johnny 5. That could be funny too. Commercial break. Man, Cardona wins the #1 contendership. I love that. I'm really glad I don't read the spoilers for these shows and stuff, man. That could have easily been something that I would have seen if I'd tried. He called Tony that. I know what he did, dude. I'm saying I'm not going to put it on my stream as like a repeated clip that I'm going to keep on playing.
On Sunday, May 25th, Zonify presents Border Brawl, Canada versus USA.
It'd be like you go into a church and they're playing like Marilyn Manson song about Satan or something. It's just like, it doesn't fit the aesthetic. It doesn't fit what I do here. I'm not saying that you guys can't watch it or listen to it or that he's not good. I'm just saying it doesn't fit with what I do here.
But he just couldn't get the job done. And once he's out
it's Tessa and Ariana Grace.
You love talking down to people. And I'm sick of it.
Oh. Whoa. Ariana just got slapped by Tessa. Tessa just leveled her.
Ariana, are you okay? Ariana.
Oh my god. Are you okay?
Who's that, Indy? No, who's
I'm
this?
gonna go find some help.
Who's this lady? Ariana's gonna have to toughen up a little bit. I feel like they're doing this on purpose, though. I'm not saying she's not tough. I just think that her character's gonna have to toughen up. Up, it's time for the First Class Penthouse, starring Ice Cube Jr.
Well, right now here in the Impact Zone, we're set for another edition of the First Class Penthouse.
Thank you.
Here we go, here we go. Now, what are they gonna be doing? Let's find out. Time to get some cheap cheers. Dr. Dre?
Snoop Dogg. Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Nipsey Hussle.
Man, how can we forget about Tupac?
Well, that's kind of awkward actually, because Tupac's actually from my hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. Yes, but he knew that he could convince these idiots that he was actually from LA.
They thought they were gonna get that California love. Psych!
See, but all of that is even crazier than the fact that they actually also believed that LeBron and Luka were gonna take them to the finals.
Hold up! Lakers not in 5.
But that being said, all that
Of course,
aside,
we had too many viewers. They were like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Get that out of here.
And this is no exception. We brought a bona fide movie star.
A movie star?
Oh, that's
A
right.
movie star?
You know him from Den of Thieves.
Mm-hmm.
Movie.
Den of Thieves 2.
Great movie.
Straight Out of Compton.
Fantastic movie.
And my personal favorite, Cocaine Bear.
Wild movie.
Cocaine Bear.
For the ghost, and I'm sorry, the very best guest that we've ever had on the First Class Penthouse. The one, the only, O'Shea Jackson.
O'Shea Jackson Jr.
There he is. You do not need a paternity test for this guy, man. You are the father. We know that.
Brother, I brought you on my show, had you as a guest, and there seems to be a little static. What's going on?
And I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate the free shirt and all that, but what was that at the end?
What you mean, man? No. When I talk about the idiots in LA, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about them. I'm talking about these people. They not like us. They not like us.
No, hold on. You can't talk about LA in LA, especially in front of me.
Ooh.
Well, no disrespect, my brother, but I don't come to your movie sets and tell you how to act. This is my show, and you gonna let me say whatever I want on my show.
Listen, I know you think you Suge Knight. But right now,
I know you think you Suge Knight.
Broke ass Uncle Phil.
Oh. Uh-oh, he's about to get thrown out the window. Like Jazzy Jeff.
You know what? I should treat you like Jazz and throw you out of here.
Hey!
If you get static out here,
Hey! Yo, did I write this show or what? He said it. He said what I just said.
Wait a second.
Santana? Yo, Santana. We're having an East versus West beef? That was epic. Dude, I wrote the show. Yo, Shroomgoon, have you seen some of these new Magic cards? The Final Fantasy ones? I'm getting super hype about it, man. I had two segments of it on the Nitty Gritty earlier. Light him up. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Maybe I can fashion some sort of remix so it doesn't get copywritten if I do it during like YouTube streams. That's a good one. Didn't even know. I don't pay attention to Magic. Oh, okay. I know you like the unboxings and stuff, so I was hoping you'd be hype about that because I might be doing it. I have a whole box pre-ordered and you can't even get them now. They're sold out. You can get them if you buy them from like secondary market type of stuff, but I got it straight from the source. So yeah, I like Final Fantasy exactly. Like I haven't owned a Magic card. I think maybe ever. This might be the first Magic card I ever owned. So I'm with you on that, man. I don't really keep up with Magic. But as soon as I heard about that, and some of the other sets that they've done recently have intrigued me. I pre-ordered some of the Spider-Man Magic as well. Like, I'm excited for their crossover stuff, because I do think that there's the ability for that to be epic, and for me to make a little bit of extra money, and to do unboxings for you guys. Uh-oh, it's Indi time. Yo, what's her song? Okay, Indi. Who's she gonna fight? We got Indi.
Indi Hartwell found her way to TNA Wrestling, crossed the line at Rebellion.
This is sounding like some sort of Limp Bizkit song from back in the day. I like it. Yeah, the game's super complex to me, Shroomgoon. I didn't really get into it either. But they have beautiful art. I like their art. I like the design and stuff. There she is. Her song sounds like a cross between like Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park. Kelsey Heather. Okay, Kelsey Heather. She's got a pretty good look. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon are my go-to right now. But who knows? I mean, if this goes well, I might start not playing it. I'm definitely not gonna be dueling people in Magic. It's just, it's too far gone for me. But collecting some and selling some and unboxing it and showing it off to you guys like that might be where I'm gonna expand a bit of our content here. Try and mix it up, you know, give you guys some variety and keep it popping.
Just to get discounts on wrestling merchandise, including TNA toy belts. She has a huge TNA DVD collection.
Respect the hustle on that
Bink.
one. Cannot deny it.
Spent 5 years in NXT, WWE.
Nice sidewalk slam, jeez. Yeah, Indi's large and in charge, man. She's way bigger than your average women's wrestler. It's super noticeable once she's in a match, but you don't really. It's not something you would know until you see her out here with somebody else. Is it full of Final Fantasy series or broken up into games? It's every single game. There are people from every single game. So all of the, I think 16 is what they said. So you can get Cloud, you can get Sephiroth, you can get Titus from Final Fantasy X, you can get Final Fantasy 9 characters, 8, 7, 6, all of them. Even the new one, even the one that I played on stream, Final Fantasy 16 with Clive Rossdale, even that. You can get characters from every single Final Fantasy. And it's not broken up. They're just in the set. You can even get chocobos and stuff.
knockouts division with everything we saw, especially
You get boss characters, actual characters that you play as in the games and stuff. It's looking so cool, man.
Navigating the situation with
Yeah, and they got the artists. They didn't just draw it themselves. They got the actual artists from the Final Fantasy games to draw the stuff. So it's sounding and looking so epic, man. Oh, that's over. Hurt donut. She hits you with a finisher called the Hurt Donut. Indi wins. Hurt Donut. Oh my god, that's the name of her finisher. Hurt Donut. Wow.
And Indi Hartwell made sure it counted. Take a look back at the conclusion of this matchup.
Hurt Donut. It's a double underhook, like when you get somebody in a Nelson, so it's like a full Nelson spin out face buster. Anthony, you saw that? That's so funny. Her song sounds like she's going to be a big deal here, doesn't it? She's got like an undeniable theme song.
For the first time in 16 years, it's Nick Nemeth against the charismatic Enigma one-on-one.
Wow, man.
Also still to come tonight,
That was a cool debut.
will address his tag team match with NXT's Trick Williams up against Elijah and the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry at Under Siege. But coming up next, will Zaya Brookside finally go to the dark side? It's Rosemary against Brookside next.
Zaya Brookside goes to the dark side? Zaya Dark Side. I'm down with that. But yeah, as the days are going by and they're revealing more, it's sounding more and more epic. The most recent thing that made me hype about it is finding out that there are characters from every Final Fantasy game within the set, and that they got the actual artists from the Final Fantasy games to draw some of the cards. So it's not just the people who make Magic coming up with their own way of drawing stuff. You're actually getting true to the series renditions. Johnny Gargano taught her that move. Nice. They can actually say stuff like that. I like what they're doing here, man. I want to see what these numbers are. What were the numbers for NXT's viewership this week versus the AEW viewership? I want to know the actual, like, solid numbers. See what it was. I know NXT has been slipping, man. People's interest in NXT has been falling for some reason. I don't know why that is, but it's been very apparent. It's been very tangible. I've seen it in their viewership numbers, and I've seen it in my own viewership numbers as well. It's very apparent NXT is slipping a little bit, and I don't know exactly what to attribute that fall to, but it's noticeable. $682 to $664. Oh, so it was kind of close. Less than 20,000 of a difference. Okay, so it wasn't a blowout or anything, but still. The fact that Dynamite has been behind for how long? You know, months and months and months and months straight, and now they're actually like rearing their head over. It's not just apparent that NXT has been losing a little bit of interest, but that shows something even more crazy. Because that shows it's not that people aren't watching wrestling. I could see if they were both down, but NXT seems to be losing some of their steam for some reason. What do you think's causing that, guys? What do you think's causing people to be less interested in NXT recently? What would you
more engaging, more entertaining, racing,
attribute that to?
The best show I've ever been to.
For the first time ever, TNA Wrestling comes to Brampton for back-to-back nights of total non-stop action.
Jay here, you're missing out.
Let's go! I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
All right, can't be that, man, because like they just got beat by AEW. It can't be Burnout because then AEW would be down too.
First match in TNA Wrestling in the books. Debut tonight. First win. It's a long time coming for me.
I can't believe
it's been a dream of mine.
Cute promo, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. How you doing? Oh my gosh. Citizens of TNA, citizens of
It's a good theory, but it can't be that because
Mr. Ali was escorted out of
everything would be down.
Excuse me. I just had my debut in TNA. You're gonna come in here and take my camera
Uh
time?
oh.
You know where I come from? We call that rude.
Rude.
Excuse me, Ms.
We call that rude.
I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I have news that is about someone way more important than you.
Oh,
we
dang.
are talking about the injustice of Mr. Ali.
Can you get her out of here?
No, I think she has a point to prove.
You know what? Because I have other business to do, I will deal with you later. Boys.
Oh, I forgot she's a wrestler. I was like, why are they even doing this? But I forgot she wrestles. It's been a while.
So is that what I gotta deal with here?
Masha still showing no respect for Indi Hartwell.
I wanted to hear the message. What Tasha Steelz was trying
NBA playoffs? Oh.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the undead realm, Rosemary.
I could see the playoffs affecting NXT a little bit.
Has been trying to send a message to Zaya Brookside. Earlier on today, the Demon Assassin had another one.
Zaya Brookside. We've afforded you.
Especially because it's not that big of an effect, you know. It doesn't seem like that big of a number. I could see them losing maybe like 70 to 100,000 people because of the playoffs.
But tonight you cannot run from the Demon Assassin.
That could be it.
You will either embrace what you fear or lose everything you hold dear.
Yeah, I'd be more willing to think that it's like the day of NXT coinciding with some NBA stuff that was really hot. I could see that. You plead the fifth, Al. I'm not asking you to plead the fifth. I want to know your opinion, man. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Zaya Brookside has one of the best theme songs in TNA.
Will you get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com?
But right here in the Impact Zone, are we going to see a devil found deep within the side?
It's a cool song.
Found deep inside the Angel of the Ring.
She needs to tighten it up in the ring, though, man. Like, her theme song is way more crispy than her wrestling.
Anniversary in professional wrestling began at the age of 16. I don't know if in her time, however, she's truly dealt with a mind.
This is where I belong.
Rosemary starting this one right off with the psychological warfare, trying to play.
See if Rosemary can flip Zaya to the dark side. Zaya dark side.
Well, Rosemary has taken her time exploring the space here on the campus of UC Irvine.
And you said Rosemary is pointing to the floor. I think she.
TNA isn't being shown in Canada because of the hockey playoffs. Ah.
Brookside to do something.
Well, you got the up-to-date situation here at least.
Delicate disposition, if you will.
Now, Rosemary, a number of times, has tried to get Zaya Brookside to go to the dark side, to cheat, to use weapons in a number of matchups, and Zaya Brookside has never...
I got what's it called? Simply Unkind. What's the name of that band? I got recommended them, I'd say at least 5 times today on YouTube. Simply Mean, Simply Cool. What are they called? Simply something. My Ginkgo Biloba's not letting me remember the name of that band. Yeah, and Tragically Hip. That's the name of. Yeah, Tragically Hip.
Some of the things she's doing, you can
Yeah, they recommended them to me like 5 times today.
Rosemary trying to turn this around. Close quarters here, and the suplex delivered.
Great counter there from the Demon Assassin.
The action continues here tonight in the greater Los Angeles area. Meanwhile, 1 week away from tomorrow, we'll be live on TNA Plus in the greater Toronto area for Under Siege.
Canada. Al knows.
Impact in Brampton, Ontario. Then
Yeah, we watched the last song they ever played last night, and it was... If I would have known anything about it, I probably would have cried, but I didn't know. It was just a really good song. It's a really good song and a really good performance, but if I would have known what I know now, I probably would have cried. So I'm glad I didn't know. I'm glad I didn't know what I know now.
Once again, Rosemary
Yo, brass knucks.
offering the opportunity for Brookside to grab those knuckles.
She's like, take the brass knuckles. Come on.
Rosemary trying to tempt Brookside. Brookside batting
Rush is who we gave to the world, and that's the band that you kept for yourselves. I see.
Brookside wants nothing to do with the weapon. Trying to get her foot to the
Brookside is resisting the call of the dark side.
But how much damage was done in that time?
She did not take the brass knuckles. They're telling stories tonight, man. I like this.
doing things the right way. She does not want to cheat. It's not in her DNA.
And maybe that's it. Maybe that's what's
Do it.
Brookside from things like World Championship gold.
Still so early on in her career, Ray Walt. You have to consider that.
He said she's been here for 10 years. She's been wrestling for 10 years.
She's still young. She still has so much to discover and learn in this business.
Rosemary seems so selfless. Not a fan of Rush.
Finding an opening against Rosemary.
What about Roosh? Do you like Roosh?
And Rosemary is rocked.
Who do you like better, Rush
See Zaya Brookside grabbing at the arm there.
or Roosh?
The damage Rosemary's done.
Takes
Who's
Rosemary
better?
off her feet. Go for broken wings, the double knees. DDT, center of the ring. Will it be enough, however? Pressing the shoulders down, kick out by Rosemary.
Not enough
Rosemary.
to put the Demon Assassin away. And what has Brookside got to do to punch a win here?
Now once again, Rosemary is going for the brass knuckles.
Yeah, I agree, Ringmaster.
Warning Rosemary.
Oh, no, stop that.
Flipped off the turnbuckle, grabbing hold of Rosemary.
Yeah, Rush's second album on vinyl. Nice.
Rosemary of those knuckles.
Oh,
Headbutt.
headbutt.
Roosh's brother. Which one?
Brookside refusing to use the brass knuckles for now.
Oh, she's taking the brass knuckles.
Rising up.
Will she finally take
So
the
come on.
shot? Give in.
So come on, hit me with it.
Rosemary's
Hit me right there.
asking for it. Brookside has to make a choice.
No, she got rid of it.
The knuckles.
Oh, Dragon Lee.
Hold on. Is Rosemary loading up for that green mist? Oh, and a double shot to the throat.
Oh, she made her swallow it.
Brookside avoided catastrophe.
Oh, God. Avoiding the worst
Now
of
she's
it
choking her. Disqualification.
Brookside has Rosemary tied up.
Oh, she throws the ref. Throw the bell. Zaya gets disqualified for throwing the ref. This was a great ending. She chopped her in the throat and made her swallow her own green mist, and then she started choking her. The ref tried to break it up, and so she threw the ref. That was great. Oh, Lei Ying Lee. Speaking of Lei Ying Lee, speaking of Dragon Lee, we got Lei Ying Lee. The Lee siblings. Maybe she's Roosh's sister. They don't look like they're related, but maybe they are. Dude, that was a crazy ending. I like that a lot. That was fun.
Presented by BioFlex, the exclusive recovery partner of TNA Wrestling. Last week here on Impact, we saw a bloody dog collar match between Eric Young and Steve Macklin.
Instead of Zaya goes to AEW. I mean, well, maybe.
But at a cost. Steve Macklin is suffering from a minor skull fracture.
Dang. Steve Macklin with a minor skull fracture.
Is being monitored day to day, and as we learned earlier on tonight, Matt Cardona is the new #1 contender to the TNA.
Do they wear Levi's?
Stay tuned to TNA
Oh
social
my
and
goodness.
digital platforms for more developments regarding Steve Macklin's medical condition. This has been the TNA Injury Report presented by BioFlex.
BioFlex.
Well, still to come tonight with Jeff Hardy unable to travel to Canada for Under Siege. It'll be Matt Hardy and Leon Slater challenging Nick and Ryan Nemeth for the TNA World Tag Team titles at Under Siege. Tonight, Jeff Hardy gets a crack at Nick Nemeth one-on-one in our main event. And speaking of Under Siege, that night we'll see NXT's Trick Williams and Frankie Kazarian team up to face Elijah and the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry, the self-proclaimed king of TNA. Frankie Kazarian will address Under Siege.
Kazarian up next. You vote for Zaya Brookside? She lost. She got disqualified. Rosemary won. General manager type of thing, but there's people above him. Remember, he said, I can't give, last week he was like, I can't give you a new contract because I don't have that power, but what I can do is I can give you the opportunity to prove yourself, and then we can talk about your contract later. So he's not the president, he's not even like the high up, he's a guy who's out here meant to kind of try to keep the peace and stuff. So he's kind of like a cop. He's kind of like a sheriff, but then there's also people above a sheriff, you know. So Robert Stone is here. I don't know what the whole story is with Robert Stone though, and I was talking about this earlier, how that's very interesting that he can pull rank a little bit and override him. I think that's fun. He's higher than Bob Stone, but no, but he's not. I guess he's not. That's what's interesting about the story, is that Robert Stone now can override him a bit. So we don't know what that means or what that's gonna what the future holds for that. We don't know how he got this power. We just know that, like, we've seen it in action now, and I find that very interesting. And I find it to be a area of contention for the future of the show as well. I was talking about it earlier. I was saying it's almost like we're getting matches outside of the matches now because of the people who are supposed to be in power actually having struggles with each other and the stuff that's happening in the ring. So it's like we're getting struggles on both sides.
For the first time on a WWE PLE, the TNA World Championship is going to be on the line.
Next Sunday, we're going to Battleground, and that's my house. I'm gonna take your title, then I'm gonna take your brand. Maybe this isn't the biggest match of your career, but it is the most important. There's no pathway for you back to the NXT Championship, and after I beat you for this, well, then the TNA World title goes away as well. So if anyone is gonna find out what it's like for their 15 minutes of fame to expire, it's Trick Williams.
A reality check for Joe Hendry and Trick Williams at their contract signing. Both will be performing this coming Tuesday night live on NXT ahead of their historic clash for the TNA World Championship Sunday, May 25th, live in Tampa, Florida at WWE Battleground.
No,
I'm
you're
just
not
not sure it's a
understanding
good
me.
idea.
No, it is a good idea.
I don't know. It's
Look, this has to happen. I want Tessa at Under Siege. I have tried to be nice to her every single time. I've had enough.
Look, when you first came here, it wasn't to be an in-ring competitor. Hey, you know what?
Santino, that's the first great idea that I've heard you have. In-ring competitor. Under Siege, you and Tessa. I'll get it confirmed by the higher-ups right now. I love that idea. Good job, Santino.
Good.
This guy. Look, she's dangerous.
Look, I heard you. I don't care. I want this match.
You said a minor skull fracture is anything less than 3 inches? Where'd you get that from? You looked that up on like the Mayo Clinic or something?
Ariana Grace versus Tessa Blanchard 1 week from tomorrow live at Under Siege.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We're gonna have to find out. It's Frankie. Hey, Frankie.
Meanwhile, that same night in the greater Toronto area, Brampton.
I bet you he's so happy he came back here. He might have taken a little pay cut, but he's probably so much happier to be around here and actually being utilized a little and not having to be just sitting backstage waiting for something.
All those frustrations coming off of Rebellion.
Kazarian was a part of the winning team in our main event 2 weeks ago as Kazarian and the Nemeth beat the Hardys and Hendry. However, Kazarian still fuming after a missed opportunity.
You have any really cool stuff in your collection, Shroomgoon? I'd like to know some of the stuff you have. Oh, you made it up. Okay. The proof is that I made it up. Oh, wait, is it the source? The source is that I made it up. I should, that should be one of my clips. One of my sound effects. My source is that I made it the F up. It's a funny quote from Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. You fight like the president of the United States and you're like, what's your proof? And he's like, the proof is that I made it the F up. It's a really funny quote.
Speaking of Joe Hendry and speaking of SoCal, that brings me to the Rebellion pay-per-view, or as I call it, the Los Angeles screw job. I was not pinned at Rebellion, and I should be TNA World Champion right now.
Cashed in your freaking trophy for a multi-man match, dude. There have been some really wacky uses of cash-ins recently. Have you guys noticed that? It's like everyone's being very bad with their cash-ins.
But if I'm being honest, the only thing I hate more than Joe Hendry is Joe Hendry's fans.
He's not talking about me. He's talking about you guys.
Guess what? I'm not the only one. It turns out there's one other guy out there that actually gets it. One of the fastest rising stars in pro wrestling, and a guy who just happens to be my tag team partner at Under Siege. He's
Trick
a huge
Willie.
Frankie Kazarian fan. Trick Williams.
Yo, Trick Willie's in the house? Whoop that trick. Hit the beat. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, Frankie cashed in, and he cashed in for a multi-man match, which he just lost at the pay-per-view. It was not a good decision.
We saw that stare down with Mike Santana. Trick Williams making no friends here in TNA Wrestling. This past Tuesday night, Trick Williams
That's Trick. Yeah, no Booker T here.
Joe Hendry saying that this facade of Trick Williams, that it's all a show, and if his pathway to gold goes away, what then
I can't wait for his rap, dude. We're gonna have a dual concert on Tuesday on NXT. Joe Hendry's doing a concert and Trick's doing a rap. We're gonna see who has the better song on Tuesday. Whoa, that Trick. Whoa, that Trick.
World Championship will be defended at a WWE PLE on Sunday, May 25th, live in Tampa, Florida at Battle.
Hey, we were just talking about this guy yesterday. Terrence Howard. We were just talking about him. He looks like the guy in the new Ironheart trailer.
And I don't like you.
Or the guy in the Ironheart trailer looks like Terrence Howard.
But that's cool. Because we ain't out here to be liked. We out here to be respected. If we wanted to be liked, that would make us just like
Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry.
Oh.
The rule still applies, gentlemen.
That was perfect timing, by the way. I give them mad props for that timing. That was actually really good. That was actually really good right there.
Hey, Joe.
He's dressed for a fight.
I see you got that TNA title on your shoulder, my TNA title. You say you're a fighting champion? I say there's two guys in the ring that want to fight you, so why don't you put your money where your mouth is?
Yeah, fight them right now. 2-on-1. Up. That was perfect timing. I absolutely appreciated that presentation right there. Very good. I agree, Ringmaster. Uh-oh. I was gonna get a Subway today, guys. I'm so sad. I tried to order Subway today, and they, the Subway that I have near me, they're out of hot honey. It said it on the app. And so I actually went there because I went to the store today, so I was out and about. I went to the store, and they had no more 2% milk. All they had was whole milk, so I had to get whole milk. And then I stopped by Subway, and just to make sure that it was true that they were actually out of hot honey, and they were out of hot honey. The whole reason why I wanted to go there is try the hot honey on a sandwich. So I got, man. Today sucked for.
This match was scheduled for under siege, but you know what? I say we do it.
It sucked.
Right here in Irvine, California, tonight.
Wait a minute.
That's incredible.
Wait a minute. Do the match right now? Oh, Robert Stone says no. Robert Stone snatches the mic.
We're not doing this tag match tonight.
It's Robert Stone.
The higher-ups have already confirmed this for Under Siege, Santino. Besides, the last place we would do a match like this is a junkyard like Irvine, California. But don't worry, Elijah, Joe Hendry, next week I will have very suitable replacements for you.
Dang, the override again. You see? See, this is getting interesting. Why is he able to do that? Why is he able to do that? You see what I'm talking about? This is becoming pretty dang interesting. The power struggle between TNA and NXT. It's not like a straight up invasion, but it's a slow burn. Wow. This is crazy. What if it's like some sort of hostile takeover type of thing, and we're gonna get a really cool storyline out of this? And what if it's going to be more believable than your average takeover? You know, the average takeover is kind of whack to me. Oh, we're here, and we're gonna beat you down, and it's like, dude, that would never happen. Security would wreck you and toss you out if you really showed up and you're not supposed to be there. You know, that's where a lot of this stuff falls flat. But the way that they're doing this here, it feels a little bit more believable. Dang, Nick Nemeth versus Jeff Hardy next. They said it's their first singles match in 16 years, but I don't think that's true. I think this is... It's been a fun day, man. The Nitty Gritty was rocking and rolling, man. We saw a game on the Nitty Gritty that looks like possibly the best trailer that I've seen. I would say it's not as good as the Death Stranding 2 trailer, because to me that probably is the best trailer ever. But this trailer we saw today was incredible. Incredible. Feels like a trap. It does feel like a trap, doesn't it? Feels like there's more to this. But yeah, Shroomgoon, do you have anything, like any cool stuff in your collection when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, stuff like that? Stuff that you think would be awesome to show us? Yeah, I don't know, Al. Seems like a bad idea to me. Oh, we're getting a Sabu match. Sabu versus Rob Van Dam. Hardcore Justice 2010. Yeah, too many cards. Man, if I had your luck when I'm pulling stuff, I'd have a lot more cards too. Oh my goodness, Rolling Thunder Destruction. You have this on DVD? Nice, J-Rock. Showed you Zodiac and Egyptian God cards. Yeah. You have anything else?
Both of these individuals just fighting through the fatigue.
You mean Exodia? Zodiac. I'm like, what's Zodiac? I think you mean Exodia, yeah. Do I want you to say... No, not all of them, Strange. Not all of them. I just, I'd like to see some of the things you guys are really proud of, you know?
That's what it was from. It's the words that you used right at the top of this broadcast. Nobody was mailing it in, man. Drop kick into the chair, pulls him back to the middle, and...
No Trace Amigo. Sabu versus Rob Van Dam from 15 years ago, guys. Can you like believe that? This was 15 years ago right now. I love their presentation back then. Yeah, the whistle, man. People got mad annoying in wrestling for a while. Oh, nice DDT. Perfectly done. Going for the pin. That's one. That's two. No. RVD kicks out. He's wearing his tiger gear. I used to love this tiger gear Rob Van Dam would wear. Reminds me of that Mortal Kombat character I was telling you about. Kintaro. I think his name is Kintaro.
Somehow, someway with a chair near his face and head. Leg drop in the chair. Arm extended and draped over the chest.
Maybe they go head to head just to check out the. It's not a good idea. Going head to head with SmackDown is not a good idea.
4 days on Spike TV and a whole effing show against the Monster Abyss in the Stairway to Janice match. That sick weapon that Abyss has.
We got Taz on commentary.
Things you concentrate on a night like this, and you don't take into account the schedule that Van Dam has had. Appearing on
Vince can suck it. Oh, goodness. Leg drop through the table. Rob Van Dam got out of there just in time, and my goodness. Five-star frog splash. That's uno dos. Got him. RVD wins. The whole epic show.
That's pretty cool to see. Still hurting. Sabu's still hurting.
But he insisted on making sure that he raised the hand.
Hit him with it, man. Hit him with it.
Thursday on an all-new TNA Impact. It's the final stop before Under Siege.
You feel the match was too much strain on Sabu? I don't know, man.
And the realist Mike Santana battle first class. Plus, director of authorities.
What was it like? He died, what, 3 weeks later or something? I don't know, man. Let's see if he died like that night or the next day or maybe even like 2 days later, but what, like a month later? It's a little odd, man. I've seen parts of the match, but like a month later, it seems a little. I don't know. 2 weeks later. I thought the match was during WrestleMania weekend, right? 2 weeks later. Yeah, that's still far off, man. 2 weeks later? I have individual package Pokemon promo cards still sealed. What? You got sealed Pokemon from Toys R Us? Oh my goodness. Yeah, dude, I'd love to see that. I would love to see that. Wow. Dude, that sounds like it could be worth mad cash. I mean, even outside of just like how much it's worth, though, that sounds like it'd be epic to see. I love Toys R Us. Yeah, we don't have Toys R Us here anymore. Yo, it's the man of the hour. Yo, it's the man of the hour, Robert Stone. Robert Stone, you've been doing mad damage on this show tonight. Robert Stone, thank you for the bits, man. Robert Stone. Robert Stone. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, Toys R Us. That's where I got my PlayStation. Whoa, we're so rob baited. Yo, Robert Stone, thank you for the 44 bits. Oh my goodness. The 44 tombstones. We're so Robert baited. We're so Robert baited, guys. Oh my goodness. Robert Stone, thank you again. Main event of Impact. Jeff Hardy versus Nick Nemeth. Welcome, Robert Stone. You've been running wild on this episode of Impact, man. Robert Stone's got all kinds of power on Impact now. Bam, 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 bam. See if we can get this focused. Focus. Just saying, if you want to blame it. We don't even know how he died, though. Have they come out with the cause of death yet? Dude, it might be like a drug overdose or something. We don't even know how he died yet, as far as I know, so. You can't blame anybody if you don't even know what happened, you know? I understand people want to blame somebody because they're upset that it happened, and you know now we're down by a legend, and I understand being upset, but like we don't even know yet, so it's a pointless thing to try to do. Like blaming anybody right now is pointless. Plus, it's not like that guy really really tended to care about his well-being in these matches and stuff, so he's not like he's known for taking great care of his health, you know, and his well-being. Glare makes it hard to look at, but it's the original rapper in the pic. Oh, you put it on Twitter. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. I want to see it. Jeff Hardy's running wild, man. I like his look. He looks like a crazy fiend almost. He almost looks like the Fiend. He's got a black, red, and white color scheme, kind of like my color scheme today. Can we get focused, please? Thank you. Jeez, my camera's just doing whatever it wants tonight. All right, it's commercial break. Now this is the perfect time to check out the tweet. The tweet on the streets. Yo, is that what's it called? The crossover with AEW and Family Guy a real thing, or was that just a meme that you posted? Oh, I see it. It says Toys R Us on the cards too. They're stamped. Oh, wow. Dude, that is awesome. I'm retweeting this right now. That is so cool. You got a Pikachu stamped with the Toys R Us. Wow. And it's still sealed. My goodness. That looks incredible, man. That's like a grailish type of thing to me. You should get some of these. You should get some of these they're I forget what they're called. These things. They're card savers. That's what they're called. You should get some of these card savers. Stick them in there. Maybe you already have them in there. Maybe you took them out of there to take a picture or something. But I would highly recommend sticking them in these. They're big enough to where it won't bend them or do anything weird to the edges, but I highly recommend these. Card Saver ones. That's what I have. I could show you what the box looks like too if you want. Because I still have the box for them. I still have a few packs of them sealed up too. wearing anti-Dudley colors? What are you talking about? These are actually Dudley colors. This is like exactly Dudley's colors. You call them sleeves? These are what I call sleeves. These card sleeves. These they're really thin. You just put them on your cards like that. Those are rigid. Those are rigid and way bigger than your cards. So when you stick your card in there, they have space all around. And it's not a top loader either. This is a top loader with the hard sides to it. The like space on the sides. What I'm talking about is a rigid card saver. This you can fit a pack of cards inside of without it being compromised. You normally, the regular size top loader, you're not going to be able to fit a pack of cards inside of there. This is what you need for packs. But I use them for cards as well. Yeah, penny sleeves. That's what I call sleeves. And then top loaders are the ones that Carl Anderson was in. Those things are actually made for that. They're made for like continuing like it's better for sending cards and it's better for holding packs. Like I have a pack right here I could show you. I've got a pack right here. There we go. See, I got this pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. First edition. Wing Raiders. So you see, like, a pack of cards is kind of thick like that, so it's not going to fit in a top loader. But if you have one of these card savers, it's rigid. So you just you could take your pack of cards. You kind of want to put your fingers in there first, so it kind of gives it some space. And then you put your pack in there, and it'll keep your pack from getting hit on any sides. You see that? Now it's in there. See that? Now if it gets bumped, it's not gonna mess up the edges. I think that would be perfect for your Pokemon Toys R Us cards. Now nothing's gonna hit the pack and mess up the edges or anything. See that? You could fit a whole pack of cards inside of there. I should probably leave it in there, actually. There, I'm going to leave it in there. I actually upgraded my protection right now. I'd highly recommend some of those. They're called card savers. They're rigid card protectors. I can show you the box if you need to know exactly the brand that I have. Because I have the box if you want to see it. It's right over here. I could just get it real quick if you want to see it. That's what I used to send in my $1,000 card that I got back from PSA. That's the exact thing I used to send it into them. I put a penny sleeve on it, put it in there, put a little tab on it so they could pull it out easily. That's exactly what I used for my $1,000 card I sent off to PSA. Yeah, it's tough right now, Shroom. But the thing is, I feel like you could pick up some good stuff right now if you like are looking for the right stuff that nobody's caring about right now. How do I send cards to be graded? I could show it to you. If you want to see the process, I could show you. There's a bunch of card grading companies. I sent one card to SGC, Sports Grading Company. I sent a few to PSA. There's another company that I want to try called Tag. I really like Tag because they scan your card with the computer and they show you why it got certain grades. And you can go into the website and look at it, and it shows you like imperfections in the surface that they've scanned with like a microscope and everything. I want to try Tag. There's a couple of companies, man. There's another one, CGC. I've never tried CGC because they grade extra hard, dude. The trade-off is, like, if you get a good grade from them, it's worth more money, but it's so hard. Do you know the Yu-Gi-Oh cards have special sleeves because they're yeah. Yeah, I have some. These right here. They're called Japanese. Japanese card sleeves. See up top where it says 60 Japanese size? They're these. Maybe not this brand particularly. Maybe not that brand particularly, but Japanese size, yeah. I got those. I've been collecting for a long time, and so if you guys have any questions, definitely hit me up. Exactly. They're known as Japanese size. Jake, what's up, Jake? Welcome. Jake's in the house. Yeah, I like that tag has the truth behind the grade and not just like a number and then that's it. Ooh, Jeff almost won. It's gonna be hard to put down Nick though, man. This is the previous world champion right here. Jeff's gonna have to pull out a super performance. I like his outfit though, man. His look looks great tonight. He's wearing my exact colors. Do I have any Sabu story? No. I never really followed him, and I wasn't really watching ECW and hardcore wrestling and stuff like that.
Jeff could be going to sleep. His matches, his chances in this.
No, I don't have any Sabu stories. I think PSA does that too. They don't though. They don't. If you ask them for like, I think you're thinking about if you ask them for subgrades, but they don't show it to you. Like they just tell you. They're just like, oh, this gets like a 9 on the edges or whatever. They don't show it to you. Tag actually shows it to you. They have pictures and stuff of like where they found the scratches at and all that. It's way more in depth. PSA is kind of they've I wouldn't say cornered the market, but they're like the standard that a lot of people will be looking for. So they do clock a bit higher price with their 10s and stuff than other grading companies. But if you really want to get to the bottom of it, and maybe even if you wanted to use something like tag before you send it to PSA, that might be a helpful way to do things. If you had a bit of extra money for a card that's really expensive, maybe sending it to tag first so you can get like the microscope reading on it. Oh, knees to the back of Jeff Hardy. No, he kicked out. He kicked all the way out. He kicked him in the head. Someone was asking why GCW let him wrestle, because him and his people said that he could wrestle. GCW is not in the business of like. Oh, he looked like he had him. Dang, man, this is close. You never sent a card to get graded. It's a fun experience, but you gotta like weigh the possibilities. Like I would say, never send something in if you need anything more than an 8. If you need more than an 8, just don't even do it. If you need it to come back an 8 or better, then just don't even get it graded, because it's like the gateway to wasting money and disappointment. Now if you could deal with an 8 and that will still come back and upgrade the price you could sell something for, then yeah, you should try it. If it's a good quality card, if you've checked it yourself and you've looked at it super close under a microscope and looked at it in all the light to make sure there's no dents or creases or scratches or anything like that. If you've done your due diligence and you know that if it comes back an 8, that you're going to actually make money after spending all the money on the shipping and grading and all that, then do it. But if you need it to get like a 9 or a 10 to make profit, then just don't do it, because most of the time you're just going to get got. Wow, Jeff beat Nick Nemeth! Jeff beat Nick Nemeth! Yo! Wow, I did not expect this. I thought there was gonna be some sort of shenanigans. What the heck? Jeff Hardy just beat Nick Nemeth in 2025. Wowzers, the previous TNA champion. Jeez, man, he caught him. I thought there was gonna be some shenanigans to break up that pin at the end. Wow, they got me. Jeff Hardy just beat Nick Nemeth. But yeah, I could show you guys how to grade cards. If you're really interested, I could show you. It's a super fun process. I wish it was just super cheap. I think it would be so lovely to just keep on doing it. Wow, they cut the event short again. This is the second time this has happened. This happened last week too, where they just said the event has ended and it's not even over yet. I mean, it's technically like it is over because they're probably not going to have another match or anything, but they're making us exit the premises quicker. Have I ever graded a video game? No, and I probably never would. I don't think that that's cool. I think that that market's done. I think it was just a fad. Sports cards and things like that, it's I feel like that's established enough that that could help your value and all that. But I think the video game grading stuff is just it's a fad that was happening after the pandemic, and the value of things like that is just and also I think the value of the graded video game market was largely inflated by auction houses. Auction houses inflating the values and having just shady behind the scenes bids from people who are already involved with the product itself. And if you look at the price of a graded game right now versus like right after the boom happened, it's down by hundreds of percents, man. It's down by a lot. Let's see here. Do you have a card that you would send to get graded? Right now, no. I've actually sold everything that I feel is worth a lot. A lot of the things that I have that could be worth something, I just they're in that category I was talking about, where like I would need them to get a 9 or a 10 to make profit. And so I'm just like, I don't trust PSA to give me a 9 or a 10 on a card that is a 9 or a 10. I just don't. I feel like you're putting your card in the hands of people who don't have to prove why it's a 9 or a 10 when you go with PSA. And PSA is the one that actually garners the most, the highest price when you put it up online. So it's like, okay, I do have some cards that I would get graded, but they're in that category where they would have to get a 9 or a 10 for me to be making good money off of it. Otherwise, if they got like a 7, then I just end up wasting money. So I don't just tell you guys advice. I actually, I've come across the way things work the hard way, and that's why I just don't recommend it. Unless you look up a card you have, and if you get like an 8 on PSA, an 8 out of 10, and it's gonna net you a couple extra like $100 or even an extra like $70 or $80, then I'd say do it. But the grading cost is going to be somewhere around $25. The shipping cost is going to be like $17. Then the shipping back to you is going to be like $17. So you got $25 plus $34, which is like $59, something like that. You need to be making at least $59 extra off of grading it for that to be a good business decision, you know? So that's why I'm saying if you just want to do it, it's fun. If you have extra money and you just want to do it, it's fun. But if you're really trying to profit, you have to actually think about these things beforehand. Does PSA find things wrong when grading? They do, but they don't tell you what it is. Like your card just comes back and it just says 4 out of 10. It says the grade is 4. And then you're like, why? They don't have to tell you, and they don't tell you. They don't care. It's like you could just get a grader that had a bad day, and they could just be like 4, and then send it back to you, and that's it. It's game over for you. And the only thing that you can do at that point is crack it out of the case and send it back in, and hope for some other grader to get it. Like and then pay the fee again. It sucks. That's why I would recommend probably if there's a card that's worth a whole lot, I'd say maybe start with tag. That way they give you a in-depth microscopic readout of what's wrong with the card, like how off-centered. I'll show you what tag's grading looks like. You'll be like, whoa, dude. It's incredible. It's incredible. I kind of just want to try it just to have that experience, and also to see like maybe what one of my cards really would look like. And then once you get your tag submission back and it gets like a 10, if PSA would be worth $150 more because it's graded by PSA, maybe crack it out of the tag case and then resubmit that same card in perfect condition to PSA. But I would recommend using tag as like the go-to for your first pass, unless you just know what a good card looks like. But I don't know, man. I've had some experiences where I'm just like, wow, man, they can give you whatever they want. It's crazy, man. Your mom's cat likes human food? Oh. How much would a Tiffany Stratton NXT rookie card go for? It depends on what set it's from. I'm not sure which rookies exist. I'd have to look up which one you have. Yeah, who knows, dude? PSA doesn't really publish their results. So it's like you hand in your test in school, and then the teacher doesn't have to tell you why you got a F on the test. Like they don't even show you what questions you got wrong. It's just, no, you got an F. And it's like, how do you know the teacher's telling the truth? How do you know, like, they don't even hand you the test back with the things marked wrong on it. That's PSA. They don't hand you back the test. They just give you the card back and they say it's a 4 or 5 or whatever. So that's one of the main problems with PSA right now. I'm sending my 2008 lunch card. Lunch card. Is it Beku Lunch? No, I don't think she was in the WWE in 2008. Was she? Beku Lunch? No, I don't think so. That's too long ago. All right, let's find out what you guys thought of this episode. Let's have a little chat here. Neither of these guys were on the show tonight. No Ethan Page, no Moose. So I got that wrong. I didn't really think about it too much. I was just like, whatever. All right, so if you guys watched this episode of TNA Impact, I want to know what score you guys would give it out of 10. Keep in mind, 8.4 out of 10 is the highest score possible. 7.0 out of 10 is the lowest score possible. Okay, 7.0 is the floor, 8.4 is the ceiling, and anywhere in between is your oyster. And I want your score before the end of this song right here. So what's your score? Let's go. Let's find out. La 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 la. La 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 la. boom. All right, let's go. Let's find out. All right, so first and foremost, we got Strange with 7.8. Thank you, Strange. You got it. Shroomgoon says 7.86. Oh my goodness. 5309. Okay, I got you. Good number. Thank you, Shroomgoon. Ringmaster says 7.8. Thank you, Ringmaster. You got it. J-Rock says 7.78. Thank you to J-Rock. And Super Mario says 8.0. Thank you, Super Mario. You said you got 5 points, Hassan? What 5 points you got? You playing a video game? Sean says 7.7. Thank you, Sean. You got it. If you're trying to score the show, Hassan, your score needs to be above 7.0, man. I said the lowest score that I'm going to take is a 7.0. So just make sure you follow the rules if you want me to take your score, guys. I know it sounds like I'm trying to like fix the results, but I'm actually doing the opposite of that. I'm actually, because what I've done is I've figured out over thousands of episodes of doing this, I've figured out that there's a way that I can make sure people aren't artificially trying to just like pad the results in one direction or the other. Like people have to actually think about it this way. Like, okay, well, if 7 is the lowest and 8.4 is the highest, then people have to think between those two, and then I get an actual score out of people instead of just people who hate TNA coming here and give it a 0 or a 1, and then people who love TNA coming here and give it a 10, and then these are like moot results, and then I got to try to like figure out between 1 and 10, was it a good show? Like, it just becomes ridiculous. But if I give people a like a red shift type of thing, I can check where the show kind of evened out or leveled out, you know? So just please follow the rules if you want me to take your score. It's not because I'm trying to push it in any direction. It's just that I know most shows are probably about a 7, you know? Most shows are probably about a 7, and they're going to be upwards from there. Most shows, if it's that bad that it's going to be below a 7, we probably would just skip Grapple Chat. I'd probably be like, yo, that show was nonsense, so forget it, you know? And we don't really see a lot of shows like that these days. Some shows disappoint, but they're like half good, you know? And so just please follow the rules if you want me to count your scores. La, 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 la. Da, boom, boom. All right. Let's see how many likes we got. Did we get 20 likes? We'll do a call-in if we got 20 likes. I'll open up the line. How many likes did we get? Did we hit? Oh, we got 12. That's not enough. All right. All right. We'll probably do a call-in tomorrow after SmackDown, though. So, guys, have your phones ready tomorrow. We do have the ability to do the call-ins, and I'd like to know you guys' opinions of SmackDown tomorrow. So I'll probably take 2 or 3 calls tomorrow. Just calls where you get to tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and why you gave it your score. Nothing too in-depth. It's not going to be like a interview about the history of your wrestling fandom and all that. It's not going to be anything that crazy. But just to like touch base and also to add the chat to the grapple. So be ready tomorrow, guys. We'll do the call in tomorrow as long as we hit 20 likes. If we don't hit 20 likes, then we won't do it. But I have a feeling that we'll be able to do it. I believe in you guys. I believe in you guys more than Joe Hendry. That's a lot, trust me. All right, so my score, I'm gonna give this. This was fun, man. I had fun watching this. I feel like they actually care about your viewership here. I feel like they care about the fans. I feel like they care about giving us a fun, good show, and it feels like it has this nice aura about it. This like, gosh, how do I put it? It's like an inviting, like a substantial, inviting aura around the way they book things. It's not overly abrasive. It's like even the stuff that's not the best still has a heartbeat to it, and I feel like they're working with a smaller roster than the average wrestling show these days, and they still do fun, inventive stuff with it. Also, tonight was the start of something crazy with the power struggle of people actually running the show, or not running it, but like policing the show and making the decisions. That's so interesting to me. I feel like this show is actually going to be the start of an arc that is going to be talked about for weeks to come, months to come. I feel like we saw the start of something meaningful, and this is what I'm always looking for in wrestling shows. This is what I'm always talking about when it comes to recommendable shows and shows that are actually going to put a stamp on wrestling history and that we're going to be talking about for weeks to come. And I feel like this is one of those shows. I feel like they started something tonight that we're going to be talking about months from now. So I'm giving this an 8. This is what I'm talking about. The show maybe wasn't the craziest wrestling quality. They still had good matches tonight, and I didn't see much botchiness, sloppiness, and every match seemed to push forward a narrative for every character involved. It's fun stuff, good matches, and a very cool fight card, unpredictable outcomes and situations stemming in and out of matches. Power struggles with people in the ring and backstage, people running the show, people trying to run the show. Like, this was a very good show, and this is probably my favorite show of the week thus far. I'm going 8.0. Good show. 8.0. That's the rhyme. All right, so everyone's scores together adds up to 54.9475309. Let's see what you did there, man. You did it. All right, so we're dividing that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scores. Yeah. Divided by 7 equals 7.84964727142857 which is a very long number. That means they got the point. Let's give them the point. And let's give you guys a crazy look. I get free nights and weekends. That's cool. Oh, really? On what? Free nights and weekends. TNA takes the lead again. Oh, they don't take the lead. They tie with Raw. Man, who would have seen this? Who would have seen this coming? TNA and Raw are tied coming out of WrestleMania. Jeez, man, this is hot fire right now. SmackDown has a chance to move into the, I guess, technically third place, but kind of second place tomorrow. So we'll see about that. I am looking forward to SmackDown tomorrow, man. I can't wait to see what they have planned. And this is the first episode where they actually get to kind of address what John Cena did to R-Truth and all that. So we'll have to see. Oh, your cell phone. Ah, they got that point. They did get the point. So there you guys have it. The Battle of the Brands is rolling on. Thank you guys so much for your scores. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. And if you're on YouTube, this is the part where I tell you, get to my... Hey, I'm not a mod in my own chat. I should be a mod in my own chat. Never even thought about this. I'm not a mod on Gertie Reacts. But either way, get on over to my Twitch channel, guys. That's where the score is still rolling on. That's where the stream is still rolling on. Twitch.tv/Gritty Urban Saga. We still have a number of cool things to do this evening, so you're missing out if you're not popping over. Make sure you click that link, teleport on over here. It's gonna be an evening of evenings. I would appreciate you guys being there, and everybody who's already on Twitch, stick around because we're not done yet. But that was, you know what that was? That was the chat.